So welcome guys to my new video on my YouTube channel. Today I'm gonna make my first video talking in English about all the stuff I've been doing for like a year and a half, and I'm gonna explain you how I went from failing my three first dropshipping stores to at least get my second client this week with making stores online for people. Obviously that's not like a high income value for now, but it's gonna be in a few years. That's why I'm making this video, to help you guys, if you're seeing this video, to start to make your own content and making your first $100, $10, 15, 50, whatever is for you, an amount that makes you happy, that makes you feel like you're doing something productive in your life. I recommend you to see this video, and let's move on. Basically, the first stores were all about drop shipping, because I wanted to start like before going to US, because I did an exchange there. I had an idea of, okay, I'm not in my country, but I can still do stuff online, obviously. That's why I tried 3 times dropshipping, and I'm gonna explain you why I failed, and I trying to tell you some advices, even if I'm not very successful yet, that maybe makes you think something and makes you have some thoughts and make something better, or not have the same failures as me. The first store I made was like basically about like a blanket. I think it's what it was. I had the store, everything done. I had the product done. Everything was perfect. But at that time, I didn't know how to ship orders from my supplier, and I didn't know how to make videos and content. I just didn't do it. I just feel like that wasn't a good idea to do, and I just I just throw the opportunity away. Like, dude, I'm not gonna be able to do that shit. And that was a huge mistake for me, because on that time, when you're starting, you need to try to not go away of your projects, because even if you see better projects or ideas that sounds like they're better, every project has his problems and his solutions and all the stuff that comes with every businesses. And when I first started dropshipping, I was like, dude, fuck man, that's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna be able to put like any description on my account on TikTok. I'm not gonna be successful. And I just stopped. Then this happened. I basically tried one more time with another store that was about like a game. This one lasts like 3 days, because they caught me, like, I don't know why. They told me that the project has like copyright or shit, and I just didn't know what to do about it. Then I find another product. I did a product of like some iPhone cases and stuff. I had an amazing store. You will see a video here about the store. I had amazing ideas. I had content ready, prepared to do, and then I don't know. That was like December, January, around there. And then something happened there that changed my vision and how I started to think about money and about how making projects. And I had that store, everything was done, but I don't know why. I don't know what I did, but in that moment I didn't know about coding, and I didn't know about like some special things in Shopify that you can touch or you can make different. And I just like touch a button. I don't know what I did. I just fucked up the store. And dude, yeah, you can call me stupid, but I didn't know at that moment how to recover it, you know. And that was a huge mistake for me. If you are not very good in Shopify, the first thing you need to do is get into it. Fucking do it, bro. Because the only reason why I'm making that video, why I have my account, why I can tell you that I have already for 2 clients, and I'm gonna have more in the future for sure, it's because I started. Dude, I just took the opportunity. I just took the chance. I failed a lot of times. I lost money, and dude, that was awful. That was awful. Like, that was awful. I was alone in my country. I had a very good family, but like, projects were not going well. I can maybe put a video here about me talking on my bed with God. Like, dude, I was saying like, not a successful guy. I'm not already someone that can tell you like, oh dude, I make like 100K a month, what the fuck. I'm not, dude, but like the way that I'm thinking right now, it's a process, and everyone has his process to get successful, and that's my first video in English talking about that. Now I'm gonna tell you how I got my first client. First step I took is I started to like know and learn more than what I needed. Yeah, that sounds kind of weird, but I'm gonna explain you better. Basically, whenever you're doing a business, a project, or whatever you're doing, and you're learning to a certain point that you don't need to learn more because you don't need to. What I did is I learned more than what I need to, and that was like 5 months of learning for nothing in that moment, because there was no results. Anyone told me anything. I didn't have any answer for any DM questions or anything. And I keep learning, I keep writing, I keep seeing YouTube videos. I applied for only one course, and that didn't even help me at nothing. The only way you will get smarter and you will keep grinding, it's if you by yourself you try to solve your problems, and you don't make shit go to other people to solve your problems, because you're gonna be paying for something that you can learn by yourself. You're not doing that because you are so lazy, dude. Stop doing stuff that's not helping you and start solving your own problems. Like, the only way I learned it is because I was trying to solve my problems, and I learned how to solve that problems. Now I'm gonna tell you what was the point that makes me feel like I could do the store. Okay, a lot of people tells you that you need to be perfect, you need to be 100% sure about what you're selling, what you're doing, and that's completely wrong. That's wrong. Why? The first client I had, I applied with him just because he told me to make a store, because he needed to. He needed someone to make a store for him, but he needed someone that didn't makes him pay a lot. That's why I was a good guy for him, because I took percentage in every sales, and that was a risk for me because that was a lot of time in that store, but for him that was a risk too, and we took both the risk. And whenever I started his store, I knew about Shopify a lot because I was learning from that like a year, but I wasn't actually like any professional. I didn't even know coding at that moment, and the store I made for him, the first sample, was awful. But guess what? He didn't fire me because every day I was trying to dream, I was trying to make something better, I was trying to learn. I was telling him that I could get better every day by doing new stuff, by learning coding, by learning how to put new conversion stuffs on his store. And he saw results because in 3 months we've been working, we have 3K. That means 1K every month. That's not a lot, but for me it's an amazing result, because that tells me that my conversion and what I learned for a year and a half was good, was something that it's giving me now results. You need to know that a lot of times, even if now I'm just starting, there's a midpoint whenever you know that there's nothing you can do to have results on that moment. You can or stop there and be like, dude, I'm not going there, I'm stopping, or take the fucking risk and go for it. Like, go for it. Even if you're not gonna make it, you do it, you get the experience, you fail, and you learn. And then from having all that success with that store, by learning, grinding, and doing new stuff every week, because I was so obsessed about doing the perfect store for that guy, because I knew I wasn't perfect the first time. He contacted new people, and by myself I contacted other people, and I got my new client that I've been doing his store for a week. You can use AI, you can use your skills, your abilities to make money by solving problems for people. And that's what you need to learn from that video. You need to solve problems for people, but first you need to learn how to solve yours, to solve other ones. Once you have the skill to know how to solve the problems and not going to pay anybody else, you can teach other people, you can help other people, you can give advices, and you can be the best. I'm actually happy in my situation because I do believe that in a year and a half, I didn't even realize that I was gonna be making at least 300 on the next year. That was something that not even me dreaming that was happening, dude. And like, okay, 300, it's no shit. It's not shit. Like in Europe, I don't do anything with 300, but think about it. You start at 300, and it's I keep grinding every day that's gonna make you be where you wanna be in a few years. Then I hope you make the video until now. You learn it a bit, you hear me, I think you hear me well. I think my accent is actually very improving from the first ones. I didn't make in English, but I tried. That wasn't gonna make it. Then I hope you have a good day. You're going to bed right, and I hope you can talk with God and He can help you to try to find your right path, and I'm sure He will. See you guys in the next video.